Hey guys, Bill Soriano here. I wanted to come on, make a quick video this morning here because gold's been on fire for me this week. Just want to review our trade plan again, our community's trade plan using our community ATH Pulse indicator, our proprietary indicator, and our company Jifu Sniper Pro scanner. So we've combined these two together to come out with a great strategy that has been working uh, very effectively for everyone in our community. So again, you can use this on the 5, the 15, or the 30. We also have a plan for this if you work all day and you only have 10 to 20 minutes to trade. We have a plan where you can use this strategy or strategy. It's a little bit different, but you can use it on the 2 hour, the 1 hour to 2 hour, or 4 hour time frames if you just have about 10 to 20 minutes a day to trade. Basically, you do 10 minutes in the morning before you leave the work, 10 minutes in the evening when you come home from work, and that's it. People are having tremendous results with that strategy as well. So we set our alarm for the ATH Pulse multi-time frame indicator on TradingView. Once that alarm goes off, we come to our Sniper Pro scanner. We look, did it touch our volatility bands first? Basically, it's color coded. For a buy, we want everything blue. For a sell, we want everything red. So did it touch the blue bands for a buy, the red bands for a sell? Is it bullish blue or bearish red? The candle that is, right? Is the candle bullish? Blue candle, bearish red candle, or a gold candle works for both, right? Is there a matching card color, matching candle color? Matching snake color, matching dash color, and does the candle close on the other side of the 55? So for buys, does it close above the 55? For sales, does it close below? And so initially with our strategy, we teach our beginners and intermediates just go for a one-to-one risk to reward, put the stop loss behind the higher low, and of course, always demo trade until you see consistent results. Very, very important to trade on demo first. Most people are going to have to take maybe 50 to 100, like maybe 225 trade blocks or 425 trade blocks on demo first before they're comfortable risking real money. Very important. Again, I'm not an investment advisor. I'm not here to give you advice. I'm not qualified to do that. Everything I share with you is for educational purposes only. Forex is a risky business. You could lose all or part of your capital, which is why we always tell you to trade on demo first until you see consistent success. Now, I'm going to show you a couple trades here in gold the last 2 days. And then the other thing I want to show you is an optional trade management plan that you can eventually use instead of just going for a one-to-one risk to reward, right? One-to-one risk to reward means we never risk more than 1% of our trading account on any one trade. So if we put our stop loss behind the high or low, if that's, say, 20 pips, then that means our risk is 20 pips. And so our reward we go for is 20 pips as well, right? So it's a one-to-one risk to reward. Let me just show you, we just did get another, I just heard my alert go off. You may have heard it go off as well. Let me just show you what we're looking at here. So we had an alert go off here in gold. So I'm going to go over these two gold trades from the last 2 days here, and then I'm going to show you that new trade management plan. That's really the purpose of this video here. See, we had this alert go off in gold here just at 7:55 a.m. Eastern time today, just 2 candles ago. When we went to the Sniper Pro scanner, we seen that price did not come down and touch those lower volatility bands. You see those 3 blue lines there? If you scroll out, it gets a little shaded area here between lines 2 and 3, but I didn't touch that, and we don't have a card as well. All right, we don't have a card, so that means that that trade idea alert is not confirmed. Okay, we're not going to even worry about that anymore because there's no card here. If there's no card, then there's no reason to go back and look at it. Now, if there is a card there, then we just wait for everything to line up, right? Sometimes it all lines up on that one candle. Sometimes you have to wait a few candles, which I'll show you in a minute here. But we did just get another alert here in EURAUD. Or EURUSD, I'm sorry. Right, and this is a bearish alert here going down, as you could see on the 5 minute. Um, it is definitely bearish on the 5 minute time frame. So if we go to the scanner here, we go over to Forex. And we see here we don't have a card. So really that first thing we look for is that scorecard. We would need a red scorecard. Actually, the last scorecard here in this pair was bullish here. You could see here, though, on the 5 minute, though, we're bearish. But we didn't get a scorecard here. So again, price did go into those upper red bands there for a sell, but we don't have a scorecard, so we don't need to worry about it, right? Um, Now, sometimes you may get pulled back because the alert goes, you get another alert, and then you might have a scorecard there. But in this case, we don't really worry about this because there's no scorecard. Again, if there is a scorecard, then we wait for all the conditions to line up. So let me show you here. These are the last, see if I could pull this up here. So here is gold, and this is from October 6th, 2 days ago. You could see we got the alert went off, right? Let's see if I could show you that real fast. Here's gold, right? 5 minute. And here is this is October 6th. Our alert goes off right here. We got a couple alerts before that, but they weren't confirmed by the scanner. And then, of course, this alert here goes off. Prices we could already see was above the 55 EMA. And so we see here we're bullish. We have a price was well down into those blue bands. We have a +9 scorecard here. We have a blue candle. We have a blue sniper line down here, and we have a blue dash trend line. So everything lined up on that one candle. And so you're able to take that trade right away when that candle closes. You have to wait for that candle to close. Now, I didn't get it exactly at that time. I got in a little bit later here, as you could see on the next candle, and then boom, straight up. This is set here for a 1 to 2, and you can see that we were able to get that 1 to 2 there. Uh, we had to hold this over the close of the day because this went off. Around I think this was around 10 a.m. that this one went off. Now you see here. See which one I want to show you. Now this is yesterday. You can see right here. This goes off a little bit later in the day. It was after 1 o'clock when I took this trade yesterday in gold. You could see this candle looks like maybe it closes above the 55, maybe not. The next candle definitely does. And then, of course, when we look at the scanner here, we see here that we had a +5, right? Price had come down into those lower 3 blue bands. We're bullish here. We had a +5 scorecard, but we don't have a blue candle to take this trade. And we're still, our dash trend line down here is still red. So we had to wait for a few candles here. You could see here this yellow candle. We get a gold candle. I'm sorry, it's not yellow, it's gold. Gold works for both buys or sells. It's a more of an impulsive candle, so it's an extra confirmation for you. Doesn't quite close above the 55 there. So you could wait for this candle right here to get into the trade. Okay, and I think you can see here where we get into the trade on this candle here. And then again, price goes right up for us, overnight. Overnight here, actually during the Asian session is when gold makes most of its moves. So you really wouldn't think that gold would move that much, right, during the Asian session, but it actually did. And a lot of times it will actually do that. So will the NAS 100. Those were the last two trades on gold, uh, yesterday and the day before. So that's Monday and Tuesday. And gold's just been on fire. It's been on fire for me. So let me just show you here the new trade management plan. So the optional trade management plan. Again, we tell you to go for 1-to-1 at first. You could just keep doing that. But what I want to do is I'm doing a 100 trade block to see if it's better to use this optional plan, or even if it's better to go for a 1-to-2 right off the bat. So no trade management at all. We set our stop loss, we set our take profit, and we let the trade go. We either lose 1% or we win 2% on the trade. And that's it. That's no trade management at all. And then the other way is to use this optional trade management here, where once we are up 0.75%, we close 1/3 of the position and we reduce our risk in half. I'll show you this in a second. Once we're up 1.5% in that trade, we close another 1/3 of the position, move the stop loss to break even, and then we let the remaining 1/3 position run until we hit that +2 goal, or we get stopped out at break even. Now, if you do this exactly the way it's shown here, and you do get to a +2 eventually on that remaining 1/3, you end up with about a 1 to 1.4 risk to reward. So you get about a 1.4% gain if you do this exactly how it's written here. If you get out of any of these prior to actually hitting the 0.75 or the 1.5, then your gain is a little bit more. Again, what I'm testing out here over this 100 trade block is, okay, should I use this optional trade management plan, or should I just let the trade go to a 1-to-2 without managing it at all? Okay, now initially, like I showed you here, when you first start out, you're just going to go for 1-to-1s. When you're trading on demo, you're just going to go for 1-to-1s. Okay. And then this is the optional trade management plan now that I'm doing a 100 trade block on. So I've gotten through, I think I'm on the 3rd week here, and I think I have maybe about 18 or so trades. The first 2 weeks, what happened was this. I can give you the results for the first 2 weeks. I think there was a total of 12 trades. Had I not managed those trades at all, meaning I just set my stop loss, set my take profit, and walked away, okay, I would have gained 6% in those 2 weeks on my account, because basically 6 of those trades won and 6 of them lost. So a 50% win rate on that. And not managing it all would have had a 6% gain. Now, managing the trades, right? My win rate's a little bit higher, but I only have a 4.6% gain on the account because I'm closing partial positions, right, as I go, as I show you here. So that reduces the amount of money you can gain, but it locks in profits, and it protects you in case price decides to turn around and go against you. Okay. So some trades, price will just go against you right away, and you'll lose your 1%. Happens all the time. So let me just show you here. This is, I don't want to make this video too long here. So what I'm showing you here is this is the first trade in my on my trading platform, Trade Locker. And you can see here that I have this marked here. So this is my risk 1%. This is a 1-to-2 risk to reward here. This tool set up like this. Now this first blue line is when I'm up 0.75%. So that's where I want to close 1/3 of the position and then reduce the stop loss in half. Now you can see here, price never comes back down even to break even here. It just moves up for me. Then when I get to the 1.5 here, this second blue line, that's where I want to close another third and then move the stop loss to break even. Now, the good thing about Trade Locker is they have a break even button on there. And when you set your stop loss to break even, it actually accounts for the spread, so that you actually do get out at break even or very, very close to it. So it actually sets your stop loss a little bit above break even to account for the spread, because obviously if you put it right at break even, you're going to end up losing a little bit of money based on the spread. But anyway, this just goes right up, and then it continues on to the next day. It does eventually come back down here to where I did get in the break even price, but then it moves right back up again. Okay, so this wouldn't have gone any further than 1 to 2 for me, right? Because it came back down and hit that break even before moving up. So then we get our second trade yesterday here. And you can see these little diamonds. This shows you where I get in the trade. And then these red ones show you where I sell partial positions, right? That's how you see 1, 2, 3 red diamonds. I got out of 1/3 here. I got out another 1/3 here a little bit earlier, right? Before it hit that 1.5. And then I got out of the last part of that position at my take profit, right? So I don't know if I showed you that here as well. You could see that there's where I got in that white triangle, and then there's 1, 2, and 3 red triangles showing you where I closed those positions, right? So I just want to show you that to be just so you know what I'm doing here. Now you can see here, this ended up going uh much further up overnight here. This actually would have went all the way past a 1 to 4 had I wanted it to. So one of the things I'm checking on this 100 trade block is I just check to see if it goes to a 1 to 3 before it ends up coming back down here to break even. Okay, so that's important data. I want to collect all this data, and it's important to collect it over at least 100 trades, because just doing 25 trades isn't really enough to make a decision on how you should manage your trades. So once and for all, I'm going to get to a decision once I complete this 100 trade block on how I should manage my trades, right? Now let's just go to real fast here. I want to go to talk one. And this, of course, is my let's see here real fast here. If I can just show you my challenge account here, where I did pass phase 1 of the challenge, and I am currently working on phase 2. Again, just trying to be transparent with you on how this strategy works. So that was phase 1 that I passed there. And now I'm on to phase 2 here. I'm currently up about 1.5%. So you can see here that um, I actually lost a couple trades to start off. I was down almost, I think, about 1.5% on this account. And my win rate is only sitting at 42% right now. But you can see here that I'm up $146. So I'm up about 1.5% with just a 42% win rate. So I kind of got off to a shaky start, but I've rebounded here the last couple days because of gold, right? You can see my average win is $101.90. My profit target for phase 2 here is 500. I'm currently at 146.59, right? You can see it's been 12 days now that I've been on phase 2 here. And you can see down here, average win, average loss is just 48.69. So what happened was there was a couple trades. I made a couple mistakes, and I took a trade when I shouldn't have taken it. So I just got out of them real fast. There was a couple of them like that. Um, so that's why my win rate is a little bit lower. But normally if you can win 40% of your trades, with a one, like a 1 to 2 or 1 to 1, 1.5 or a 1 to 2, you will be in profit. Now, obviously, if you're doing a one-to-one, a strict one-to-one like we show you, and you only win 42% of your trades, you're not going to be in profit, right? You need to win 50% to break even, okay? But that's why we just have you start out doing that so that you can get a feel for things. And then, you want to move on to, do you want to go to a 1 to 1.5, or do you want to go to a 1 to 2? Or do you want to manage the trade like I'm showing you? And that's the purpose of the 100 trade block. So I will keep you updated on the results of that 100 trade block here. Right. And you could see though that I did have a couple small losses here, and that's why, our average loss is only 48.69, while our average win is 101.90, right? And so our risk to reward is over 2 right now, based on our on our closed trades. So that's what I wanted to show you guys again, and I will update you on this optional trade management like I told you. But if you're just starting out, obviously you just use the strategy on the 5, the 15, or 30 minute and go for 1-to-1s. Have a great day, guys. Any questions, drop them down below. Hey, by the way, we're promoting this since our company offers a 7-day money back guarantee. You can actually try us out risk-free. A couple videos I made, short videos under 5 minutes I made that you can watch to get all the details on this promotion that we're running, trying to get people to try us out for 1 week risk-free. So you do have to purchase the membership, right? But since they have a 7-day money-back guarantee, you can try things out for a week. If you don't think it's for you, you can cancel your membership, and the company will refund all your money as long as you're within that 7-day window. So let me know if you want the link to the videos for that. Otherwise, guys, have a great day.